What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com. Finally, we are showcasing the real versus fake adidas YEEZY Boost 350 V2. Now, things I do need to say. This video is for educational purposes only and to help distinguish between an authentic and a fake shoe. Now, I also want to say, I know there's people subscribed to this channel that do rock with fakes, and at the end of the day, that's fine. My only thing is passing off fake shoes as real. That isn't cool, especially if you're charging that real price tag, because we all know the authentics on the aftermarket, they go for a lot. I'm not sure what the actual price is at the time of shooting, $450, maybe $500. Let's just go with that. I'm probably wrong. But if you're charging $400 or $500 for a fake shoe, I don't think that's right or fair at all. And I think that when selling a shoe, you should fully tell the person what they're getting, not just to do with real or fakes, but let's say you're selling a brand new shoe never worn and it comes in, it's obviously been worn. But that's a whole different topic. Also, the lighting may change time to time in this video, and that is due to the fact of I really want the colors and the textures to pop. So if the background is a bit darker than other times, I do apologize, but it is to help pick up those little intricate details. But like I always do, if you want, take a second or pause the video and guess which one is real and which one is fake. All right, so the one in the back, no, I'm kidding. The one in the front is real, authentic, and the one in the back is the fake. Now, on the last video I did, the real versus fake, I forget which colorway of the Yeezy. A lot of people complained that the fake was a very low quality fake, and a lot of people suggested go to this website and get them. And it was the same website over and over and over again. So in this video, that is what I did, because everyone is saying that this website sells one of one, and I purchased from them and this came from them, but I'm not going to say the website's name. Now, here's the issue with that. I'm not going to say in the comments or anything, just because YouTube, if they feel you're promoting fake websites, they can shut your channel down. We've seen it happen before. I know a few channels that have been shut down for doing that. Sometimes the shoes come with special gifts, and I like to show what it comes with. So first up is these Yeezy keychains. Sorry, somebody already claimed these. I haven't given them to me yet because I wanted to do this video. But it comes with two, and you know, although people can make these and throw them in as gifts, usually that is an alarm, like, hey, because Adidas does not sell these. At the time of shooting, they don't, and I don't think they will come with future shoots. So let's get this out of the way. And another thing is they come with two fake receipts. So one is from Barney's, New York. I've never been to Barney's, New York, so I don't know how the receipts come. But it says adidas YEEZY Boost 350 V2, 220. It's the 660 Madison Avenue. So the reason I'm showing you this receipt is because if you do purchase an authentic shoe, or you think it's an authentic, and it comes with a receipt like this, it will give you a heads up. Now, I'm not sure how obviously the Barney's New York receipt is when you actually do purchase from them, but that's a big heads up. Now, it comes with that, and it also comes with a Foot Locker receipt. So I don't get why they're sending two receipts. First, right off the bat, the material of this receipt is not like a normal receipt at all. So that should be an alarm. Second is Kyle Ramos. I believe that's how you say it, Ramos or Ramos. I know I said it wrong the last time, and I got a lot of people commented it's not pronounced that way, so I do apologize. But let's see, the Foot Locker, the Galleria. So yeah, this is the fake receipts. Comes with two fake receipts. I guess if you really wanted to dupe somebody, you could with one or the other. And that's the thing I don't get, because although they advertise it on their website, well, I don't even know if they advertise it if it's being real or authentic. But either way, it comes with two receipts for you to obviously try to get over on somebody. moving forward, some of the comparisons are going to get very, very petty. And I'm going to be 100% honest. It's because the fakes are very, very close. They're not there, but they are close, and it is an updated version. So who knows what the future may bring on that. It's crazy. But is the toe cap. So right off the bat, the Authentic's a little bit more lighter in shade versus the fake, which is slightly darker. And that might really be hard to pick up. You can even see that the textures of the two are slightly, and I mean slightly different. Let me pull one away so you can see. This is the fake pair, and this is the Authentic. Now the Authentic, it came from a Europe retailer. So if you're wondering, why there's going to be certain differences, like really the only differences is the hang tag that comes with the Authentic and the box label. That is why. Also, the craftsmanship on both of these is not great at all. And that's because, well, I don't want to say it's this pair was a GR, but it was a lot more numbers produced than some of the other past Yeezy releases, and in comparison to even the Zebra. Now we're going to talk about the SPLY 350 on the side. The red used on the Authentic is a little bit more vibrant, and you can also see in the backdrop too, there's a little bit more red exposed. That might be really hard to pick up, but you'll see it like on that underlay from the Prime Knit. It kind of seeps through it. Also, notice like the L in certain letters, because here is the fake. So this is a little bit more dull in color, and check that L out. The stitching isn't as clean. And also on the backdrop, you cannot see, you can see a little bit in areas of red that kind of bleeds through, but not much. Also see the 3. So you can see that there's a big difference in that. So I wanted to throw away a myth that I'm hearing a lot of people throw around, and that is counting the dots. How many dots, before the stitching in this area. And that doesn't do anything, because honestly, that could be a manufacturing error, for one, on the Authentics, and for two, these that are fake have the exact same number. There's 6, so really no difference in that area. But what you can also see from the heel is kind of what I stated prior, is the fake is translucent. You kind of see through it and see the boost more than the Authentic. Another thing on the heel is the stitching is all correct on the two, looks about the same, but you're going to notice the way it curves up on the Authentic versus the way it does on the fake, and a little bit of the shape as well. I know some of these are very petty and some of them are very small, but it is some of the ways that add up. The 3 stripes on the inside, both of them feature 3M, both correct, everything like that. Slightly, and I mean very, very slightly, the fake, the actual width of the 3 stripes is slightly smaller. And the black used on the liner, it's a little bit different. So the best way to describe that between the Authentic and the fake would be that the fake pair is a little bit more ashy, I guess you would say. And like I said prior, some of this stuff is really hard to pick up in person, but this video, if you're doing a deal online, just really, really ask them to send you a lot of images. There'll be some more clear-cut ways coming very, very soon in this video, though. Also, you're going to notice the actual width of this back heel. It's not as wide, slightly more smaller. But as you can see, it's pretty damn close. The sole is going to tell you a lot about if they are real or fake. So on the left, we have the fake. On the right is the Authentic. And I'm sure you guys can spot, but the fake, it has a translucent almost like hue to it. You could see through the white Boost, and that kind of gives off like this yellowish tint to it. It's better to actually, it looks better when you look at it from afar, but bringing it up close, you can still kind of see it, but not as great. And that kind of goes with what I was saying about the heel. So here's the authentic. There are areas where it is semi. You kind of see through it, but nothing like this pair. Now it's time to talk about the Boost. It's the number one way to tell between real and fake, and it will always be the number one way because I've yet to see any Boost that comes close to it on fakes versus real. But the authentic is a lot smoother to the touch, and I have the lighting down, as you can see, so you could see the texture that's within it. It's really, really smooth. Alright, so now let's go to the fakes. This one's a bit more rough. I will admit, they did get better, but it's not as smooth as the fake. Not really close, but it's better than other fakes that have been on the market. And I'm not trying to hype up this fake. I'm just honestly really shocked. Let's try to get you in closer. So this is the fake. You could just see the texturing within the little Boost styrofoam look to it. Before we jump inside the shoe, I want to talk about the hang tags that come with it. So this is authentic, and as a reminder, this was purchased in Europe, so that's why you got this little special tag. But we're going to talk about this tag right here and on the fake, which is not going to be easy to pick up, which you probably aren't going to, but it's a lot more glossy, and even to the touch, it is very, very, very like slick, like smooth. Also, notice the alignment. Now here we're bringing the authentic. You can see how it's centered. Doesn't go all the way over. But yep, it's the small details. Here's just a look at the opposite side. It will focus. I think that's focused. That's the authentic. Let me show you the fake. Now to the insole. Everything matches up, but the one thing is, what you're not going to be able to see is the fake is a little bit more thicker, a little sturdier. But the size on the side where it says 7 through 8 and 7 through 8, so it's a little bit smaller on the authentic versus the fake. You might also notice there's a slight, and I mean slight variation. The best way to describe it is the authentic is more of an anthracite, where the where the fake is more true black. I'm going to throw up a few images of the authentic size tag that's inside of the shoe versus the fake. So up first is the authentic, so you can check that out if you want to match it up. Now here is the fake. So here's the paper that's stuffed inside the shoes. We have the fake, authentic. So you're going to notice that the shading is different. The fake is darker, whereas the real, a little bit lighter. And the real in hand, it's thinner than the fake. Alright, so I got you off the tripod, and I apologize if it's a bit shaky. But what I also forgot to mention, both are a size 8.5. And the authentic, you can see the box is a little bit shorter than the fake pair. Also, the shading is slightly off for the brown. It's a little bit more rich on the fake versus the authentic. Might be hard to tell. Also, the 350 is a little bit darker on the fake versus the real. On the authentic, what you're going to notice is this little tab right here that pulls out. You're going to notice the cut on that. It's going to be more like a circle. I have a circle going on. Now I'll show you the fake. The fake just is a straight V. Like I said, it's the small details. Now for the box labels. So, like I said earlier, the authentic, it came from Europe. So they're going to have different box labels. But the only thing that is really different from what I've seen on the fake versus real is where it says 8. Some of the letters used, it is dull and shade versus fake, versus the authentic. And then up top, you're going to notice that little man or person or whatever the hell that is, stick figure, it kind of veers off as well. It's not like a flush line. And this is something that you could, here, there we go. Okay. So that is the really difference between what's out there right now. Now for the paper, the texture of the paper is about the same, but the color is a little bit different. You're going to notice the authentic is a little bit lighter in shade versus the fake. Another thing I do want to make a point on is on the authentic, there is a sticker on the bottom. And on the fake, there's none. Now, don't run with this because, yes, it is possible that the stickers fall off because you could actually see on this pair, it's coming off right now. So this is obviously not a true way to tell if real or fake. I know for a fact that people have received authentic shoes without this sticker, but just wanted to give that a heads up because if there's a ton of signs pointing to the shoes being fake and they don't have the sticker, I mean, that could lead to that, but don't use that as a factor from the jump. All right, everybody, so that was your real versus fake comparison of the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Bred. I hope this helps somebody out, or multiple people would be great. And if you do have a second and this did help you and you enjoyed it, please hit a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. So what you can take away from this video, because yes, there are a lot of minor things throughout which shows real versus fake, but in a nutshell, what you want to take away is the boost. The texture of the boost is on authentic, very smooth to the touch, and the fakes are a little bit more rough. So that might be hard to do if you're buying online. However, if you want, you could pause this video, obviously screenshot it so you know what authentic boost looks like, and then whoever you're buying from, have them take a picture of the boost, like a really good close-up picture, have them go where the lighting is, good for, if it's outside, it possibly could work, but I would suggest in a darker area a bit, and maybe use flash because that would just bring it out a bit more. But other than that, it's also it's a bit more translucent on the fake pairs that are going around. So those are really the two major things. A lot of these things I pointed out, that can't be deciding factors just because there are such things as manufacturing errors. And, I'm sure you guys hate to hear this, but they're getting closer, the fakes. Honestly, they're getting closer. And at the end of the day, I have to be honest with you guys and tell you that these differences that are minor could be manufacturing flaws. But what I've already stated about the boost being the texture of the authentic boost and the translucent outsole, which one is more translucent than the other, those are great ways to tell that isn't something that's a manufacturing error. Also, they come with the fake receipts that I showed you earlier in the video. Really, really big red flag. Also, again, not a red flag, but if they come with anything extra, like let's say they come with a pair of socks or like those little keychains, that could be a red flag also, but I wouldn't use that as a deciding factor as well. The tissue paper inside is actually a really good way to tell because the fake companies, they're not 100% concerned about that. As long as it looks damn close on those type of areas, they're good. But they want, because their intention is for you to buy them and wear them, and you're not going to really care about that. Most people want to wear them and they look really close to the authentic. So, if you're going after to buy an authentic, you want to look at that. The box size too, as you can see, both are 8.5, and the box for the fake was a lot larger than the authentic. So like I said earlier, I hope this video helps somebody out, at least one person, and if it does, I'm happy, and it was all worth it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.